Okay, I'm here with Nick Endres and Rob Westin from Bloodline. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, vampire flicks seem to be like all the rage these days, but I think it's
Hot.
rare that there's sort of a gay storyline that happens in vampire movies.
It's about time.
What struck you, I guess, in this script that you thought this is something that I want to do?
Well, I really like the supernatural part of it in general. I've always, like, what brought me out to be an actor to Los Angeles was that I wanted to be on the X-Files so badly. And then, you know, of course, it was canceled before I came out here. But so I'm always interested in kind of supernatural, stylistic things.
Yeah, I really like playing teenagers. I like that. I loved that whole part of my life. Mm-hmm. So reading it, I could not only relate to the characters, but then there's that whole fantasy aspect with vampires, and I love horror movies and sci-fi, fantasy type stuff, and totally just where I feel like I fit in, you know, like it's awesome. So when I read the script and we started shooting, it was just like it just all fell into place. It was so perfect. It felt so good.
It worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I find that a lot of teenagers sort of have that vampire stage when they go through in high school.
Like
every kid sort of has the goth period. Did you guys have that when you're teenagers?
Definitely. I did the eyeliner and the black and the metal chains and like got in trouble for dyeing my hair different colors, and you know, I could definitely relate to Gerald a lot.
What do you want?
I didn't mean anything. I was just digging on your drawing.
Yeah, it was freaky.
I know, I didn't mean it that way.
Okay.
I'm Christian. And you knew, what's your name?
Gerald Paisley. And I'm not new. You just never come to school.
Well, it must have been exciting for you, I would think, sort of being cast against type.
Oh, brilliant! Yes, yeah, that was really wonderful, and I'm very thankful.
Was that surprising to you to sort of come in and being cast as the more dominating, sort of aggressive character?
Oh, definitely, and it was a big joke with my friends for a while, and it's funny because before I met you, I'm all like, oh shoot, who are they gonna cast me against? I am tiny and like pretty and like I could go out for like tranny hookers and shit, you know, yeah. So to be able to be kind of the butchy person in charge, which is much more my actual personality in real life, but definitely not how people perceive me physically, was fun. It was a lot of fun.
You can't hurt me.
Like your little hole in the wall there. Oh! Ah!
Look, Spaz. You already fucked up my life, Christian Highsmith. Yeah, I know your name. I know everything about you.
Never seen you before in my life.
What I think is interesting about this film, Bloodline, is that Nick, your character certainly starts out being the more domineering, sort of aggressive one, and then eventually, Rob, yours sort of kind of turns up the pressure, and you're the one that's pressuring him to sort of, you know, turn you over to the dark side, if you will, and you end up sort of being the victim in the end of it in a way. Did you see that transition in the script? How did that sort of come about for you guys?
Well, I mean, yeah, you always look for the arc in the story and in your character, and it's a good arc. It's a good place to go from being someone who is not able to even control their emotions or like control like their environment to like completely falling in love and just wanting to let go, and because of that doing whatever it takes to get it, you know. Like Gerald, he becomes a man. Like he decides like, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do for myself, even though, you know, not everyone would want to be a vampire for all eternity. In his world, that was the best thing for him.
You're the most interesting person I've met in this city. I trust you.
Don't trust me.
We'd be connected by blood. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Gerald, you don't understand. You can't understand. It's not like the books and the movies. It's not romantic.
Well, speaking, that is sort of the lead up to the sexual scene, which is sort of a big moment in the film. Was there any sort of trepidation going in that for you guys? Did you sort of discuss sort of the mechanics of how that scene was going to work?
Well, we were like, condoms or no condoms.
That's how real was that for you?
No.
Safety first.
Yeah. I don't know if that made the bonus footage or not. It may have. But.
Yeah, no, well, I think we talked about whether or not, because, it's obviously, I mean, it's the magic of movie making. So it's not like it's not a porn, we weren't having sex, but we did have discussion, I guess, about how each individual's kind of level of comfortability.
Was it what you anticipated from, like, reading the script from audition to final thing?
I think it's hot. I think that people are going to like it. And I think that the viewers, if they like this genre and they can let go of all the rules of, like, vampire stuff like that and buy into it because of just what it is and, like, appreciate the love story aspect, and then just kind of, like, the other stuff is like the cherry on top. That's like that cool, dark vampire vibe, and I hope people like it because I really enjoyed making it.